Here it is, the XJ. I thought it would be great to introduce you to this car, this Jeep, just like this. And it's a nice one. It has rust issues, as most Jeeps. Um, and they aren't, well, not too bad on this. There's some holes and some stops. I got some rust over there in the bumper area and at some underneath and in the rocker panels. And I also have a knocking sound from the engine, which I think comes from the flex plate in the transmission. So if I'm lucky, it's just the bolts on the flex plate that have coming loose. If I'm unlucky, it's a crack in the flex plate. I'm pretty sure it's not from the engine itself, but well, I could do mistakes, so it could be, but I'm pretty sure it's the flex plate. Before, I had some issues with the kickdown wire on the transmission. You see, as it almost broke off, so I had to replace that with a new one. And when I was doing that, I also changed. You also need to take down the oil pan on the transmission, so I changed the oil. And as you see, I kept the old one because it was just easier to leave it there rather than getting it out. And it's not really in a way in anymore. And well, it could be a backup kind of. So well, it's okay to have it there. I've been doing some very basic stuff on this. I went through the coolant and flushed the coolant and the heater core because I had some issues with not having correct heat inside of the car. And I changed the oil. First I put some nice clean oil in it, drove it a little bit, and then I put some Lucas oil and Lucas oil stabilizer in it, and it runs really good after that. If we go down here on the rocker panel, this is the rust issue. It's a freaking hole. And I'm ordered a new rocker panel, as you saw in the previous video, and it's going to be completely replaced. Inside of it, it looks good. It's pretty clean. This passenger seat is nice. The driver's seat is, well, worn out, but it's clean and it's kind of okay. I'm planning to fix it inside as well, but I have to start with the very basics. And the roof liner is kind of okay. It's loose at some point, like over there. No big deal, really. So definitely there's some stuffs to do on this Jeep, but not any bigger stuff, kind of. And my plan is today is to see if it's the flex plate that is loose. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show that on video because I kind of want this Jeep to be running before my vacation, because there's a lot of snow. Well, they say there's a lot of snow coming, but I live in South Sweden, so you never know. But if the snow is coming, I want to go out and drive this Jeep in the snow and see how it feels and get to know the Jeep and start to trust it. But first of all, I need to get rid of that knocking sound. And after that, I definitely need to remove the rust and put some rust protection on it. I'm not going to show that in video because I already made a video about that when I did my Jeep VJ. It's the same thing, basically. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And then I have the rocker panel that I'm planning to repair in the winter, and I also had some rust on the top of the car, not underneath, but also like on the side over there, and I'm gonna fix that later on. When all those things is working, I want to make this car look really nice. Nice in a way where it's shiny, it's clean, it runs good, and it's a, say, mint condition Jeep XJ. That's would be awesome. Then that's, well, we see how far we will go on this project, and if maybe there's something else coming by. And I also want to point out this, especially for my Swedish followers. If you have a project that you want to trade or switch for this project, and this Jeep XJ, could be everything basically. Write me a message. We talk it out. So, meanwhile, I'm going to work on this. Subscribe if you want to see it, and thanks for watching.